Hey Virgo, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name is Shannon. I'll be guiding you through this month's reading. This is going to be for the month of July 2022. Let's see what's going on with Virgo. First card out, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is either a pause or a contemplation about changing course. Some long-term plan that you have. You've been committed to something. You've been following that path that you chose. The reversal is a stop. Something has you stopped in your tracks, with the metaphor being like this intention that you've been on, this track that you've been on. Something has you... I think you're questioning the outcome of the path that you've been on. Yeah, Two of Swords in reverse. The challenge is either that a decision has already been made. Yeah, okay. For those of you that this is your reading, you've already made the decision to change course. The Ace of Cups in reverse, you know that there's no love left in a situation, but the ace is still here nevertheless. It's like the expectation of a renewal, a resurgence of love and emotion is here somehow, but everything's in the reverse. Everything's saying like there's this almost like going through the motions or trying to force things into being different sort of an energy. So I think the Two of Swords reversed as the challenge is telling us that you've already made a decision to change course. You just haven't accepted that decision yet. You're still thinking that you're paused. You're still thinking you're considering. You still think you're making the decision. Now I always want to leave the possibility that your situation is a little bit different. Spirit's stopping me. They're like, no, that's pretty much it. Show me, what is Virgo focused on? What is your focus, Virgo? What has your attention? The Magician. You're really trying to manifest a specific outcome here. You want to be the person who meets everyone's needs. When you care about someone, it's just in you to give. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck tells me that like you want a reciprocity. You want your needs to be met and you want to meet your partner's needs, but really the core feeling I'm getting when I put myself in your shoes, like emotionally speaking, to pick up on your energy, is that you are really trying to be everything to everyone you care about. It's as simple as that. That has your focus. It is possible that there's someone in your life who you see with Magician energy, and they are kind of the reason why you're yeah, I want to say distracted, but that's like not exactly the right energy. Because here you are, you've had this intention of continuing on this path, and then there's someone else. If this Magician energy isn't you, which I think for most of you it is, like really intently believing that you can manifest a specific outcome in this situation and working hard to do that. But I think for some of you, it's the energy of you've been like dedicated, plodding along on this course for a while now, and something catches your eye. You're like, ooh, shiny. But it's like, what is that sort of magical energy over there? What is this person who can seemingly like pull whatever they want out of thin air. So for some of you, that's kind of has you transfixed or perplexed or curious. In the recent past, we have the Chariot. For those of you who are resonating with the reading so far, I feel like this is depicting that my train has been on the tracks in this direction, and I have felt aligned with this course of action until now. For others of you, this is giving me the energy of so much speed, so much momentum. Almost like, yes, I chose it to begin with, but then it kind of had a mind of its own. Like, I didn't realize how let me think of a way to describe what I'm getting. It's like how swept up in this I would get, how it would kind of carry me off with it. Because the Knight of Pentacles maintains his own independence in his energy. He's committed to the path, he's walking the path, he's doing the work, he's making it happen. And he's very rewarded in doing so. It's a very like shoulder to the wheel mentality. I'm willing to put in the effort, and I enjoy it because I know that I'm on the right path, and I know what I'm doing is getting me where I want to go. The Chariot, though, is an alignment, and I think in this case it's talking about alignment with another person. Oh, do you know? Okay. The alignment with the other person, let me finish that train of thought before I move on to the kind of the minor epiphany I just had about what this is about. It's like this momentum has just kind of taken off in a way that I didn't expect when I first signed up for this path. There's another possibility that I just picked up on where the reason why you have paused and already made the decision this isn't the path you want to continue on with is because in the past you had Chariot energy with someone else. Energy where you truly felt like your paths were aligned. Like you're the Knight of Pentacles and they're the Knight of Pentacles and you're both on your own course, but it just happened to be parallel and it felt very beautiful and very organic and very like natural to you. And that's something that you crave that you don't currently have. Show me, how is Spirit supporting Virgo? You don't want that one? No? Okay. How is Spirit supporting Virgo through this situation? What is Spirit's intention? Emperor energy. Interesting. Okay. And here we are with the Six of Pentacles again at the bottom of the deck being like very much an undercurrent of this vibe that you have going on about like needs being met. Emperor energy tells me that you either really want to rise up into your own power, or that you crave someone who's going to match your power. And when I say power, I mean just like the vibe of like self-worth, self-respect, having worked on yourself, being self-aware, being that partner who wants to like give to the other, giving and receiving in balance. And I don't mean in equality, I mean in equanimity. What? Okay, no, I shouldn't. I'm not sure of the right word here. You guys help me out in the comments, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. It's like, it doesn't have to be 50-50 all the time, but it's about like, well, what do I have to give right now? And what do you need right now? Is what I have to give what you need? If so, then we're a match right now. The Emperor finds the balance with someone who is powerful like the Emperor, who has done the work on themselves, who is confident in giving of themselves, who has experience, who has wounds, who has like life experience that has brought them to the point where they can be fully themselves. Now, I feel pretty strongly that for most of you, whatever your gender identity is, that this Emperor energy is something that Spirit knows you have the potential within you to rise up into and claim and embody. So let's talk about divine masculine energy, because that's really what the Emperor embodies, right? So if this is what Spirit wants for you, this is about confidence in measuring your own world, like defining your... They're giving it to me so general, and I want to be like more everyday speak with you. Defining the playing ground of where you're going to play this human game, like being a human here on Earth. So here you are being you, and whatever stage of life, like your life being the stage, right? The environment that you go out and live in. The Emperor affects their environment. They see their own ability to affect their environment, and it flows very naturally. It's like, okay, this part is going to be different for me now, and this part I like. I'm going to tend to this. I'm going to arrange for people to help, like, keep this under control. It's like, think of what an emperor rules their empire. They're in ultimate control of things, because they have the experience, the know-how, and the respect to do it right. They also have to make the tough decisions and be comfortable doing that. So being comfortable stepping into your own power. These are all things, qualities that Spirit knows you have ready to emerge. And if you're already behaving this way, consider that perhaps when you present yourself in relationships, you may not be presenting yourself as your full self. If you're making yourself small to match the energy of whomever you're interacting with, then that's not, well, let me see how to say that. Your higher self will always want the best for you to embody the fullest expression of yourself. So making yourself small would be the antithesis of that. It would be like holding yourself back from the full measure of what a relationship could be for you. Okay, let's move on. Let's see the near future. What's coming up next for my Virgo? What's going on for Virgo next? Four of Swords and the King of Wands in reverse. Taking a step back, taking a breather. We already have this pause. The Knight of Pentacles coming to terms with a decision that he's made. But the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck says that you're stressing about something. Something has you anxious. The Four of Swords is taking a breather, asking for space, saying, I need some alone time. I need to get my head right. I need to feel mentally at peace. I don't right now, so I'm going to claim that space and that time and that mental energy. It's like you want to claim your mental energy back. I think you've been giving so much to a situation that you don't feel aligned with, that this is like going to be a very necessary respite. a very necessary, peaceful backing away from the things, the hustle and bustle that has been kind of plaguing you. But you pair this with the King of Wands in reverse energy, and we have kind of the dichotomy of the Emperor. So the Emperor is a fiery, masculine energy who is in control. The King of Wands in reverse is like, it's the masculine version of, it's burnout. It's, I know I'm going to start lashing out and being frustrated and angry and potentially hurtful to the people around me if I don't pull back and take a step back. Show me surprise energy. What is going to impact this situation that Virgo does not see coming? Nothing? Virgo, do you see everything coming? There's no way that you can be surprised? No, there we go. Eight of Wands in reverse. You must be expecting some communication. If you're expecting a message or a communication, then it's going to surprise you that everything's quiet. You're not hearing from the person you expect to hear from. If that's not your expectation, then we could just be talking about the momentum theme that we've been discussing in the rest of the reading. Which would lead me to believe that even though you seem to be the one who is choosing to put the brakes on by showing up here as the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, of course, there's always a chance that energies are reversed and this is your person has put on the brakes. But I really think it's you. So even though you have put the brakes on, you still think that the momentum of the train is going to carry you forward. You might not realize that without your present conscious input, there's no automatic pilot for this. It's gonna kind of quickly drift into a stop. Whatever momentum you have going is going to resolve. And somehow that's going to take you by surprise. Like you might just expect the other person in your relationship to pick up the slack. Or just like let things coast for a while. But I think they're going to pick up on your energy. I mean, that's what people do, right? Especially in relationships. You pick up on one another's energy. So don't be surprised if they're picking up on your energy and they also pull back. We have the Empress in reverse here at the bottom of the deck as we're talking, which tells me that there's someone who is a match for your energy, Emperor, Empress here. That's what I was saying earlier. What does the Emperor need is another, like an Empress or an Emperor energy to match their energy. She hasn't come out into the spread yet, but she's showing herself here. This could be part of the surprise energy. Like, okay, everything slows down, but when the dust settles, when the train finally comes to a stop, you can look up and actually see, oh, now I see on this other path that there's someone who's a really good match for my energy. And it could be the person from your past who you were aligned with. Could be. Okay, show me hopes and fears. Oh. Okay, so the Nine of Wands in reverse is not wanting to give up on a situation. Now, there's always two sides to the coin for this position, though, because the same thing that we are hopeful for, we're also fearful for. The thing we want the most is also the thing we're the most afraid of if it were to show up. That's just the way energy works. So you really want to be able to throw in the towel in this path that you're on. You want to be able to get out of the commitment that you've made because the energy isn't coming together and you feel that. Temperance in reverse says, like on a spiritual level, these two energies just aren't meshing. They're not flowing together. But as hopeful as you are for that, you're also very resistant to it. And the Knight of Pentacles is earth energy, so you may be very resistant to change. And you kept showing up with that Six of Pentacles energy, like wanting to fulfill the needs of the person around you or the people around you. So it's like, I think you may question your own identity or your own power if you stop doing that in a certain situation, or there may be someone you care about that you really don't want to hurt. So you're very hopeful that you're able to end a situation that isn't coming together. But I think you're also afraid of the ramifications of doing that. Show me the end result. Okay. All right. All right, guys. The end result, we don't have a real conclusion here. It's about kind of a clandestine behavior. The Seven of Swords is about like sneaking behind the curtains and acting out the next part of the story in secret, concealed. If this is a relationship, then it's likely that you're going to reconnect with someone that you care about, or that your person is going to do so, but it will be not out in the open. Your intuition is already telling you something about this past person, though. The High Priestess in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse, you may already be getting like intuitive hits that you're idealizing this person from the past. I don't know. If that's the case, I mean, you're soon to find out, because I think this is either a revelation of those desires and intentions to your partner, if you're being completely above board. And for many of you, I think this is not going to be completely above board. It's going to be exploring things on the side. Like kind of imagining that you're hitting the pause button on one relationship to go explore another thing from the past. Show me advice for Virgo. How can my Virgos work with this energy for their highest and best good? How can they ensure the... Oh, that's sweet. I usually say at this point, how can they affect their outcome for their highest and best good? But in this case, Spirit is saying, no, they don't want their highest and best good. They want the most love and sweetness and like joy in their lives. How can Virgo affect this situation for the most love, sweetness, and joy in their lives? Nine of Cups in reverse. Sometimes exactly what you're wishing for shows up in a different package. This is telling me that your wish, Spirit knows what your wish is. The exact scenario that's going to make you like squeal with joy for the way you want to, the way you want to feel, and is already aligning you with that sort of energy. Don't be surprised if it shows up in a package other than what you're expecting. So for some of you, you're thinking, well, I had that experience with a past person and I want to explore that because that was so beautiful and so joyful and so full of love and so aligned. So I want to go back with that person to explore that energy because that makes logical sense to you. I think what Spirit is saying here is that your wish is coming true with someone else, which I can only imagine would complicate things further if you are, you know, kind of already working with multiple connections. But that's what I'm getting. I hope it helped. And I want to say thank you so much to those of you who are subscribers of mine. You will know that I've been on hiatus for a year. This is the first video back in just over a year, and I appreciate you sticking with the channel so much. I wouldn't be able, I seeing throughout this time that I've been away from YouTube, how my subscribers just stuck in there was so motivating and so beautiful to me, and it really pulled me back into service here for you guys. So thank you for that. Thank you for sticking with the channel. The changes that I'm making to the release schedule, as you again, those of you who have been with the channel a while know that I used to do daily readings for all 12 zodiac signs. That was just too much. I got burned out on that. And that's one of the reasons that I wanted to step back for a while, to kind of reevaluate things. So what I've decided to make it more balanced for me and my energy is I'm going to be doing weekly videos here on YouTube, and the release schedule is going to be down in the description box below. So that'll be on a regular basis. And I am going to start doing daily reads on TikTok. So that format is going to allow for like shorter form videos that works with that platform a lot better. And we'll see how that goes. I want to start also doing like some live streams on TikTok, so to be more interactive with my my audience. So if you would join me over there, I look forward to kind of having a more interactive experience there. And I may also be doing some live streams here on YouTube. I really want to explore that. I'm getting a strong pull to be more like in an interactive space. So just a little insight into kind of what's going on for me behind the scenes here. But yeah, I look forward to you guys continuing on this journey with me and allowing me to be a support to you through it. So thanks again. I will see you back next week. Bye.